A whites-only community could be coming to Springfield, Missouri. Yes, you heard that right. In 2025, a whites-only community. There's a group called Return to the Land, a self-declared whites-only organization already based in northern Arkansas. Their co-founder just announced that they're eyeing Springfield for expansion. This isn't just talk. They already own 160 acres of land in Arkansas alone, with cabins, wells, and a so-called community center, all for people with European ancestry. That's code for no black, no brown, no Jewish, no non-Christian people. This is white supremacy dressed up as rural living. It's illegal, it's very hateful, and it has no place in Missouri or anywhere else in America. Well, maybe the White House. But we need to be loud about this. Contact your local reps, share their story. Most importantly, don't be silent.
Hello wonderful people, welcome once again to another episode of my YouTube channel. I'm Marvin, and if you're new here, kindly hit the subscribe icon below and follow my page. If you find this video of value and of essence, kindly share to your family and friends for it to reach a high magnitude of people. Thank you. On today's episode, we'll be talking about the recent move by the white supremacists. With the first video we have just watched, we can see the white community are beginning to build a town where it will only be the white Americans who are supposed to be present there. This move is so-called return to the lands. Yeah, so sad the black American community are not welcome there. The white Americans, this is a move that will greatly bring back segregation at its best, and this is another form of racism. Why would you not allow any other skin color to be present in anchors? This will take place in Springfield, Missouri, and not anchors in America. So sad the white Americans are so much selfish. That's why they're building a town and a city of their own. The head of the town, with the next video, we will also see how this happening will take place. We say thank you to Sky News for bringing out this to our limelight. The next video, we can also see how they are arranging the town, how they are organizing their families in their so-called white supremacist town. Black Americans, well, this is a sad news for them. Why make such a move? Why will you build a city and discriminate the black American community? They clearly say there will be no gays, no Jews, no any other skin color, only the white supremacist ancestry. They are clearly targeting the white Americans. No black Americans should be present there. Well, to our surprise again, it is illegal because we cannot see any administration that is against this move. Well, what's your take in this? Let's watch the following video, and the next video we will get a clear picture of the subject matter. Make sure to watch to the end so that I will come back with commentary and let's discuss this implication. Thank you.
What we've done here is establish a place where we have control over who our neighbors are, and that is just for the sake of preserving, our culture.
And that culture, effectively, we're saying this is a white culture, a whites-only place.
White American culture.
Over the last year and a half, high up in the Ozark Hills in the state of Arkansas, dozens of people have been working hard, leveling the land, building houses. They call it an intentional community based around shared ancestry, a long-winded way of saying something really quite simple.
I think we would generally be called far-right, sure.
It's called Return to the Land, and they invited me in.
A lot of people are going to be, why are you making Nazi references?
Right.
Well, why wouldn't I?
A seemingly bucolic and sometimes surreal experience. But this is built on a radical modern premise, made possible because of a new political and technological moment. One with strong ties to the most active far-right groups in the US. Instead of taking to the streets, they are building their own, for generations to come.
It's important for me to do this for my ancestors, my friends, my family, my children, my children's children.
But in this southern US state, people who have lived through segregation once fear it is returning.
When you hear things like that, it causes you to be fearful, and you don't know who to trust.
Its founder says he is building a fortress for the white race.
It's a racial association. I kind of want to ask you, after seeing this, do you think what we're doing is immoral?
They're building a fortress for the white race in the Ozark Mountains in Arkansas. It's called Return to the Land, probably because their neighbor already took the name KKK. Their rules: no gays, no Jews, no non-whites. See, they needed to be able to control who their neighbors were. And apparently the town where they've settled, Ravenden, was just too diverse at 94% white. So they needed to build their own white town. As if the Ozarks themselves aren't white enough for these people. Most of y'all probably haven't been there. I've been there a lot. It's a very white place. Their idea of diversity is a Chinese restaurant that serves shitty dim sum and a Taekwondo studio that's in the back of someone's house. Apparently, they have to have their own white town because if you don't have rules against it, anyone of any race could be your neighbor. These people aren't even from the Ozarks. They've migrated there, which is actually my favorite part of this. They have no clue what actual subsistence farming looks like. They're cosplaying trad lifestyle, traipsing around in flowy dresses, watching their husbands work with state-of-the-art equipment while they pretend to be pioneers. In reality, all they're doing is running away from people who have different ideas than them.
Has everyone seen that community that's being built in America where they are only accepting white Americans into their community that they're building? And recently Sky News went over and actually interviewed these people and asked them what they were basing it off of, basically. And they said that it was just a community of people with similar ancestry to each other. I have another word for this. It's called a sundown town. And also, let's not forget to mention that the double standards are insane, because if this was the other way around and any other race was having a community and wasn't letting white people in, the outrage and the public uproar that would occur is, you can only imagine. This group said in their interview that the community was about freedom and just a community. However, it is nothing other than organised hate. The fact that this is also legal and does not fall under any regulation of discrimination and simply racism is absurd to me, but also not even slightly shocking considering the current state of the USA. And people say that the far right aren't racist or xenophobic or sexist or whatever, but then full on build a community based off race and segregate people based off race. It is genuinely very, very scary times, and the fact that this is accepted, disgraceful.
A whites-only community could be coming to Missouri in 2025, and yes, you are hearing me correctly. An actual group called Return to the Land is trying to build a segregated whites-only town near Springfield, Missouri. And this isn't parody, and this is not satire. This is happening in America right now. The founder says that they want to return to their roots. But come on, guys, let's be real. This isn't about heritage. This is about hate. This is about building a safe space for white supremacy under the guise of community. And what's even more disturbing, these people feel so fucking emboldened these days that they're not even hiding it anymore. They're openly promoting racial segregation like it's normal, like this country didn't literally fight an actual civil war to end this bullshit. This is what happens when politicians feed the lie that diversity is the problem. This is what happens when you have people in power pushing the idea that America was better when it was whiter. They want to isolate, they want to indoctrinate, they want to raise their kids in a world where no one challenges their racism, their ignorance, or their twisted version of history. So, here's the question. How in the hell are we letting this happen in broad daylight? Where are the zoning boards? Where are the civil rights investigations? And where is the national outrage? Because if they succeed here, this won't be the last. It'll literally be the blueprint. We are watching the normalization of white nationalism one community at a time. And if you're not disturbed by that, you're either racist yourself or you're just not paying attention.
If you're still here with me, congratulations and thank you for supporting my page. What's your take in this? The videos we have just watched, we can clearly see that even the white American community are so much bitter with the white supremacists. Why would you bring up a city and say you only want the white skin color to be present there? What do you feel? How do you feel when you try to impersonate or judge other by their skin color? Black Americans are not harsh. They have not even chosen to build a city where blacks only are supposed to be there. On my perspective, this move seems to anger both the black American communities and the white Americans. Why make such a big move? They clearly say they want to bring back the best of the American community, the white American community. Even on my end, I see and I acknowledge that even Trump allows this type of happenings to go on because no lawful arrest or no lawful stoppage has been done recently. This is so sad. The black American communities, I'm very sure many of them would be very much bitter with this move. Well, do these white supremacists think, or do they think it is easy to have a town or build a town of your own? For a town to be successful, you will need people from different dimensions, the black, the white, the ginger, for it to be a successful city or town. You cannot build a town on your own and say you only want the white supremacists to be present there. Will it be a gated community? Will it be a gated town? What if the security system deployed there are made of black Americans? What will you do? This is so sad. I am not into this idea, and I believe they are bringing this because they feel their president is white and he will broadly accept this move. Then what's the reply to these happenings? Share your response on the comment section below. Do you support this move by white supremacists to build their own city and community? Do they care about the black American community, black Americans? What's your take in this? Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment and share. See you on the next episode, family, and remember always to take care of yourselves. Thank you.